Check 26, check 26.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Vikings under 6-year head coach Mike Zimmer, leading them out as their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
And running back Dalvin Cook was drafted in 2017 to be the lead runner for the Vikings, and he should love what they're putting in for him in 2019. This is a run-first, run-heavy offense as dictated by their head coach. Dalvin Cook should get more than enough carries to threaten 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. Hardman, the 2nd-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Hill, complete, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go, D.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about it, they did.
They like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finished things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Check 53. Stop your whining.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop. We'll look now at our starting defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Number 53, Mike 53.
On third down, Cousins looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On play action, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. Mahomes now a 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mahomes pass caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Ben Gideon coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker.
And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Got it complete to Rodgers. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they are in at this stage of the game.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm going to hit you all day.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Mahomes going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it's a turnover.
And it caught up to him. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw it is Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll throw again. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Chester Rogers, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But they got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And This time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. Marlon Mack accounting for the lone scoring thus far as he's cashed in with a touchdown run. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Cam Newton with a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Matt Breida, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. For the younger fans watching this, you might think Vikings, Chiefs, and not see a lot of history in this game. But this is part of the NFL 100 series because these two teams met way back in Super Bowl IV with the Chiefs winning their first and only Super Bowl title. The Vikings, of course, still yet to win a title, even though they made it 4 times to the final game back in that time period. They were in Super Bowl 4, 8, 9, and 11, but went 0 for 4 in those affairs. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
We play to win. Let's go.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football. But as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards. Great elusiveness and speed. And the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback. But if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. Mahomes now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. Watkins, the intended receiver. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Hill on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball. Finding guys open downfield and finding the end zone 3 times, that'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely, just that 1 pick with the 3 touchdowns so far.
Shift.
Hey, 15.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Trying to go back to Watkins, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. It's Kelsey on the ground. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble, too, as he scrambles for a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. That'll bring up second down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Mahomes firing complete, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give them 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And this is caught by Watkins. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete to tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offense. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Now Cousins. Rodgers brings it in. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Here we go.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Throw complete there, Rodgers. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Chester Rodgers with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mahomes throwing complete there to Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. To throw, Cousins. He completes it to Treadwell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, and throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the pen. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. but you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Yellow. I'm going to
come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
To throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Linval Joseph. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Wells. That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Yellow.
Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Back to throw. Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
A big pickup there, without question. That should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Fielder pick, and this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs defense making their way back onto the field. They may have not played their best. Bottom line, I guess, so they're going to get the win.
And that's all that counts when you really get down to it. Winning the ball game. Do they want to do it with style, or do they want to do it with a plum? Of course. The bottom line, get the win, then you worry about everything else from there on out.
They're going to get that W for sure.
Let's go. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Oh, you got D?
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Chiefs, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.